Today we will discuss about the interfacing of DC motor with 8051. So starting from the DC motor, this is the basic function of DC motor. It looks like this. The motors which we are normally used looks like this. এটাই যে একমাত্র তা নয়, আরো different লুকের হতে পারে. Now the basic function of DC motor, all we know still. There is two permanent magnet, and among this magnetic field, the coils are there. This is one path of the coil, this is another path of the coil, and DC supply is given here. Now this because of the presence of this DC supply, the current is flowing through this coil. According to the flow of the current, this coil will experience a particular force in a particular direction because of the presence of polarity of the magnet. According to the polarity of the magnet and according to the current flow, this coil will have a particular force or will experience a particular force. In this figure, it is in left coil is in upward direction, right coil is in downward direction. So the whole coil system will rotate in clockwise direction. So this is the rotor part or another name, technical name, it is normally called the armature. This part is rotating in clockwise direction. So যতক্ষণ পর্যন্ত এই সেপারেটে থাকবে ততক্ষণ পর্যন্ত রোটেট করতে থাকবে. Now if we want to change the direction of rotation, then what we should do? We should change the polarity of the supply. Just we will change the polarity of the supply, means here it is given the positive, here it is given the negative. We will just change the polarity, it will be positive, it will be negative. Then the current flow direction will be changed, but the magnetic field direction will be same. So the force experienced by the coil will be just in opposite direction, means this will experience a force in downward direction, this will experience a force in upward direction, so it will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. So this is the way how we can change the direction in our different activity or different work with the DC motor. We need to change the direction. So this is the basic operation of a DC motor. In our different application like robotic movement, there is vast application in robotic movement. Then different type toys, quadcopter, different CD DVD driver, laptop, PC. There are so many applications of DC. Now we will access this DC motor in two types of work. One is the direction control, another one is the speed control. Direction control and speed control. Direction control means we will control the movement in particular direction, means sometime if we want to move the motor in clockwise direction and next in anti-clockwise direction, so some controlling features should be there, so we will work on that. Another one is the speed control. Both are required for the robotic application. Say for a particular robot, if we want to move robot in forward direction, then say at least two legs are there in left side and right hand side, two legs are there for the robot. So if we want to move the robot in forward direction, then this should be in a particular direction so that it will move in forward. This will be in the same direction so that it will move in forward. But if we want to rotate it, say I want to rotate in left direction, then this should be stop and this should be in forward motion, or otherwise this should be in backward direction, this should be in forward direction. So in that case the direction should be controlled. Direction is needed to be controlled. Another one is that if you want to move fast or slow, then in that case the speed should be controlled. So in our study we will discuss about the direction control as well as the speed control. Now for the case of direction control, what already I have discussed in the previous slide, that for the case of direction control just we need to change the polarity here. So how we can change the polarity? For changing the polarity, normally we use the H bridge. This is the figure of H bridge. What is the function of this H bridge? This is the motor, this is one polarity, this is another polarity. Now this is connected just like H. alphabet H. This is one arm, this is another arm. This is positive supply, this is ground. Now in this two arm there are 4 switches. This is one switch, switch number 1 say, this is 1 say, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, say 4 switches. Now at a particular action, say this switch and this switch are connected, so the supply or current will flow through this direction. Means this is positive terminal for the motor and this is ground terminal for the motor. So say the motor will rotate in clockwise direction. Very next moment, if we want to rotate it in anti-clockwise direction, we need to just change the polarity of the supply. What will be at that time? This will be in switched off condition, but this and these two switches will be in short circuit. Then the current will flow through this path. Means the positive supply will be here at this terminal of the motor and ground will be connected at this terminal of the motor. So current will flow from right to left direction, means it will rotate in reverse direction. So this is the way, this is the technical background how the motor is rotated in different direction. One is anti-clockwise direction, another one is just anti-clockwise direction. So for that case this H-bridge circuit is used. This H-bridge circuit. Next, speed control. Now from the theoretical part, we know that the speed of the DC motor, this N is a function of K. This is a constant. Constant means it is having the different parameter also, into V minus IARA into phi. Phi is the flux density, IARA is the armature current and resistance, and this V is the applied voltage. So these are the different parameters. By changing any one of this parameter, we can change the speed of the control. In this application, microcontroller based or robotic application, normally what we will do, we will just vary this voltage. Which one is this voltage? This is the applied voltage. This is the applied voltage which is applied across this motor. So this we normally change. How we change this voltage? By applying the pulse width modulation technique. Pulse width modulation technique apply করে আমরা এই ভোল্টেজটাকে চেঞ্জ করি। অর্থাৎ pulse width modulation কি করে, আমার এই টোটাল ভোল্টেজটা যদি 12 ভোল্ট হয়, pulse width modulation function of this pulse width modulation is to control this 12 ভোল্ট। মানে 12 ভোল্টে পুরোটা এখানে অ্যাপ্লাই হবে না, যদি একটু কম অ্যাপ্লাই হয় তাহলে স্পিডটা কম হবে, যদি একটু বেশি অ্যাপ্লাই হয়, মানে 12 ভোল্ট ইজ দ্য হাইয়েস্ট, এবার তাকে একটু কম অ্যাপ্লাই করলে বিভিন্ন রকম স্পিডে আমি এটাকে রান করতে পারি। সো হোয়াট ইজ দ্য pulse width modulation or how we can get the pulse width modulation, সেগুলো আস্তে আস্তে আমরা ঢুকবো একটু পরে। So this is two part, how the direction can be controlled, just changing the polarity, how the speed can be controlled by changing the applied voltage to the motor using the pulse width modulation technique. Now for the case of operating this DC motor, certain extra devices required or certain limitations are here. What are the limitations? As we will interface it with the microcontroller, so the current sinking or accessing the current is very small in this case. Microcontroller can access or can sink maximum 50 milliampere of current, and the operating voltage of the microcontroller is only 5 volt. But DC motor, a normally used DC motor, needs high current, আরো বেশি কারেন্ট দরকার হয়। সুতরাং that high current cannot be supported by the microcontroller, so some extra devices should be required. Again, the operating voltage of DC motor is normally above of this 5 volt. It might be 6, might be 12, might be 14 voltage. So that voltage cannot be supported or cannot be provided by the microcontroller. Another thing is that when the DC motor is normally rotated, it produces some back EMF. That back EMF might be hampered or might damage the microcontroller. So the DC motor cannot be directly connected with the microcontroller. So there are different drawbacks, and to overcome this drawback, one extra devices should be connected between this DC motor and the microcontroller, and that extra devices or IC is the driver circuit or driver IC, DC motor driver IC. It is normally L298 or L293. These two are the available motor driver IC, which is required when we want to connect the DC motor or we want to control the DC motor using the mic. Now this is the driver IC. This is L293 driver IC. This is having two similar part in the left side and right side. In the left side, one motor might be connected. In right side, another motor might be connected. This terminal number 3 and terminal number 6, these two are normally connected with the motor. So motor is দুটো terminal, একটা terminal connected এখানে, একটা terminal connected এখানে. So this is the motor terminal connected. Now this motor will be rotated by different signals from the microcontroller. One signal is coming at terminal number 2, another signal is coming at terminal number 7. So this is one terminal, this is another terminal. When this is positive, terminal number 2 is positive. From where this positive signal is coming, or logic 1 signal is coming? From the microcontroller. When this is logic 1, this number 3 is the output, corresponding output. 2 number terminal is the input, corresponding output is terminal number 3. 7 number is another input, corresponding output is 6. So if this is logic 1, this is logic 1. If this is logic 1, this is logic 1. If this is ground, this is ground. If this is ground, this is ground. So for moving in a particular direction of the DC motor, the one terminal should be logic 1 and the terminal should be logic 0. If this I need this as logic 1, no doubt microcontroller should send here as a logic 1 signal. So logic 1 signal is coming here. So this terminal will get logic 1 signal. This is grounded, this terminal will get logic 0 signal. So it will rotate a particular direction. So what we should do for reversing the direction? Just we will reverse the polarity, means the logic signal from the microcontroller. For reversing, this should be logic 1 and this should be logic 0. So this logic 0 and logic 1, these signals are providing or are giving by the microcontroller. So when we want to change the direction, these two signal from the microcontroller will be set as per the requirement. Now another important terminal is here. This is the terminal number 1. This is the enable signal. Enable means, enable মানে হচ্ছে এই পুরো আইসিটাকে enable করে বা এই মোটর যে রান করবে সেটাকে enable করে। আর একটা মেইন ফাংশন হচ্ছে যেটা স্পিডটাকে কন্ট্রোল করার জন্য যে সিগন্যালটা দেওয়া, সেই সিগন্যালটা ইজ দ্য PWM সিগন্যাল ইজ গিভেন। তো এই সিগন্যালটাকে অর্থাৎ টার্মিনাল নাম্বার 1 কে যদি আমি কখনো গ্রাউন্ড করে রাখি, তাহলে মোটর এই আইসিটা একদমই কাজ করবে না, মোটর রান করবে না। So if we want to change the speed or control the speed, no doubt the pulse width signal should be connected with the logic 1. And if we run the motor with a particular fixed speed, then also this terminal should be connected with logic 1. And in that case, logic 1 means this is, say, this terminal will be connected with positive supply. তাহলে এই আমি যদি কনস্ট্যান্ট স্পিডে রান করতে চাই অর্থাৎ স্পিড কন্ট্রোল করছি না, in that case the number 1 terminal must be connected with logic 1 signal, otherwise the whole system will not work, the motor rotation will not work. So this is the function. Two power supply, one is power supply number 16 and the power supply number 8. This 16 number power supply is connected with positive voltage, positive 5 voltage. This positive 5 voltage is for operating this IC operating voltage, and this is the 12 volt. This 12 volt is for operating or running the motor, because motor operating voltage হচ্ছে 12 volt. Say যদি ওটা 8 volt হয় তাহলে এখানে 8 কানেক্টেড দিতে হবে, যদি এখানে 12 volt হয় তাহলে 12 হয়। This part is also the same part. Number 14, number 11 is connected with the motor. Number 15, number 10, this is connected with microcontroller. Number 9, just like number 1, number 9 is the pulse width modulation signal input for this right side motor. So this is the truth table. Here, according to truth table, we can see that for getting any output, high or low, the enable signal must be high. Terminal number 1 is the enable signal for this motor. Terminal number 9 is the enable signal for this motor. So this must be high for getting any type of output. Now what will be the output? If A is high, we will get output high, means this is high, we will get output high. যেটাই বলা হোক, সেই এই টার্মিনাল হোক, এই টার্মিনাল হোক, এই টার্মিনাল হোক আর এই টার্মিনাল হোক, এটাকে যদি আমি হাই করি we will get the output high, এটাকে যদি আমি লো করি we will get the output low. So this is motor driver IC L293 or L298, the same function.